es tu nombre? No. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Hola caracoles y bienvenidos a Spring Spanish. Yo soy Cori, I am Cori, and I'm one of the Spanish teachers here at Spring Spanish. Today, we're going to talk about the Spanish grammar issue that can cause many quebraderos de cabeza, headaches, when to use que and when to use cuál. These are two words that Spanish learners often confuse with each other since they don't always directly translate from English. Stay with me until the end to also discover how to avoid common mistakes most English speakers make. Are you making them too? And to play a little guessing game with me. ¿Cuál palabra adivinarás? ¿Qué palabra no sabrás? Which word will you guess? What word won't you know? ¡Comencemos! Before I go further, we published 5 weekly Spanish lessons on our YouTube channel, so make sure to click on the subscribe button and the bell and you won't miss a lesson. Antes que nada, first of all, as an English native speaker, you need to stop thinking of these two Spanish questions words as the translation of what and which. Estas dos palabras, these two words, can be confusing to Spanish students because they are often translated as the same word, but unlike English, they are not interchangeable in Spanish. La buena noticia es, the good news is that the easiest way to learn to differentiate these two words is by phrases or chunks, which, by the way, are part of the method we use in our videos and our academy. Now, let's look at some examples. ¿Qué es? If you think the answer to your question would be in a dictionary, then start your question with ¿qué es? What is? Ejemplos, examples. ¿Qué es una manzana? What is an apple? ¿Qué es Marruecos? What is Morocco? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? ¿Cuál es? If you have a question about anything and you think that more than one answer is possible, then you should use ¿cuál es?, which will be loosely translated as which. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? What is your name? ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? What is your phone number? ¿Cuáles son tus películas favoritas? Which are your favorite movies? Did you see the difference to que and how you won't find the answers to these questions in the dictionary? Side note, the plural of cuál is cuáles. Que is the same in the singular and plural forms. ¿Cuál de is used when you want to ask which of these options. It's much easier to translate between English and Spanish following the formula cuál plus preposition de. ¿Cuál de estos libros te gusta más? Which one of these books do you like the most? ¿Cuál de los dos prefieres? Which one of the two do you prefer? ¿Cuál de ellas te gusta más? Which one of them do you like more? I've given you 3 rules already now, but chances are you'll still forget them while speaking. So, like I said before, the easiest way to make sure you always get those right is learning them by heart as a fixed word combination, a chunk. For example, which one of the two will always be ¿cuál de los dos in Spanish? Never que de los dos. So you can just learn the whole chunk by heart. And you'll be able to say it without having to think about any rules. Learning chunks in general is the fastest way to speak Spanish without translating it in your head and without thinking about grammar all the time. If you'd like to learn more about it, I suggest you sign up for our Spanish chunking training we have on the website where we demonstrate how it works in more detail. Link in the description. Que plus verbo. If you want to ask what someone wants to do, does, or ask about what happened, you'll need que plus verbo. What plus verb. ¿Qué pasó anoche? What happened last night? ¿Qué comiste en la cena de Navidad? What did you eat for Christmas dinner? ¿Cuál is used if you have to choose a few things and you know from context what you are choosing. Oh, and you can only use this question phrase if linked to a previous statement. Tengo 3 blusas. ¿Cuál de estas quieres que te preste? I have 3 shirts. Which one of these do you want me to lend you? De los idiomas que hablas, ¿cuál te gusta más? Of the languages you speak, which one do you like the most? Well, now a quick recap of everything you just learned. And we'll do it with a game. ¿Listo para jugar? Ready to play? I will show you some virtual cards and you will help me to fill in the blanks. And at the end, let me know how many points you had in the comments. En sus marcas, ¿listos? ¡Fuera! Blank. Día es hoy. And the answer is ¿qué? Blank es tu libro favorito. Answer is ¿cuál? Blank, ¿quieres? ¿Este o ese? And the answer is ¿cuál? Blank, ¿quieres para comer? And the answer is ¿qué? Blank, ¿es más rápido la luz o el sonido? And the answer is ¿qué? Blank, día es la reunión. And the answer is ¿qué? Blank, película vas a ver. And the answer is ¿cuál? Blank, ciudad es más grande. ¿Ciudad de México o Madrid? And the answer is ¿cuál? Blank, ¿es la capital de Alemania? And the answer is ¿cuál? Blank, ¿color te gusta más? And the answer is ¿qué? Muy bien. ¿Cuál fue tu puntuación? What was your score? ¿Era la que esperabas? Was it the one you expected? Let me know in the comments. Also, like I said before, if you want to automatically say ¿qué? Or ¿cuál? Correctly in the right context without having to think about rules, the fastest way is by just memorizing them correctly in a chunk, word combination, from the very beginning. And of course, learning with chunks doesn't only work for ¿qué? And ¿cuál? In our academy, we teach Spanish entirely through chunks. If you'd like to learn more about how to do it, I suggest you sign up for the free Spanish training we have on our website where we demonstrated with some Spanish dialogues. The link is in the description below. And that was all for today. Espero que se hayan divertido. I hope you had fun. I definitely did. And I hope to see you next time. Y gracias totales. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and share the video with your friends.